We on?
Yay!
Yes! Hello!
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Just let me check if everything is working.
Yes, have a
Can
check.
everyone hear us and see us? Yes, I think
Yes,
we are
we on. Yeah,
live.
lovely.
Thank you so much for being here tonight. First, we would like to introduce ourselves to you. This is Madre Consultant,
Yes,
best
hi.
known Marcia, but best known as Madre.
Yes.
I'm Karen Laty's her daughter. Yes. Any similarities?
It's mere
Yeah.
coincidence.
Thank you
Yes,
so much for
yes,
being here.
yes.
We are um doing this together tonight.
And
Um
for those ones don't know, Karen is part of our team. Yes, always.
yes.
She's the one talking to you around, and
I'm always on the backstage.
yeah, she is. She plays a big part of Madre group. Yes, she does. Yes,
Yes. So it's so lovely
lovely,
to be here
lovely to
tonight.
have
Yeah.
Karen here with us tonight. Yes, I'm very
Usually
happy.
I'm on the backstage, but I really wanted to collaborate and to be part of this because it's something so important to Madre. It's something that she really wanted to bring a lot for you guys. So I thought it was only fair for me to come and be part of this.
Thank you.
So yes. So before we start, we've got the chat room there. So if you guys got any questions, if you want to say hello and tell us where you're from, you can always use the chat there.
Yes.
You can talk to us via the chat. We can see your questions here. So you're more than welcome to do that. Obviously, as we said before, this group is a private group. It's a closed webinar.
It is.
So no, it's not broadcasting to the whole YouTube or broadcasting to Instagram. We are only live on YouTube. Actually, I think I'm just actually gonna
What you gonna do there? Tell me, tell me.
I'm gonna do something cheeky.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna invite. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to invite our friends from Instagram because we have a lot of followers. Hello from London.
Oh,
Hi,
hi everyone.
Fatima.
Lots of people here from UK.
Yeah,
Lovely.
I think most of them are from UK.
Yeah, we got bits and bobs out, but it is.
Yes.
Yes.
So we are just going to say
Oh,
hello to our friends from Instagram and invite them to click on the link that's on our bio
yes.
to go and join us on YouTube. I've got everyone here. We are live on YouTube with our webinar for toddlers toilet training. If you want to know more about it, go to our bio and click on the link there. It's a closed webinar, so you're not going to watch it, you cheeky ones.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye. I am telling you
That's
guys.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
hi.
Hi, everyone.
So lovely to have you
So
all.
happy, Karen.
Yeah.
We've been looking forward for this moment to talk to you about the toddler's toilet training. I'm so excited, very excited.
So today we have a lot of things to talk about. Main thing will be
Tell me about it.
toddler toilet training in
Yes.
just 7 days.
Days.
Hello. Hi. Okay, we're gonna stop saying our hellos now. Otherwise
Yes,
we're gonna be
otherwise you're
here
going to be here
for the
saying
whole
hello the
night.
whole night.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
So yes, we have this webinar, which is totally focused on training your toddler to use the loo, to go to the toilet. Yes, we've got loads of programs, loads of things. Talking a little bit more about Madre. Do you want to tell
Yes.
us?
Yes, I will start then. Let's talk about us a little bit. Yes. For those ones who doesn't know me, my name is Marcia Litis, more knowing as Karen said as Madre. Everyone likes to call me Madre. And we created Madre, actually. And Karen, what for? You know, we create Madre to help parents to gain more skills, to be more aware of the little ones. And I do have three grown-up kids, as you can see. She's not the oldest, she's the middle one. I have an older one, and he's 37 already. And the youngest one, he's 34 years old. They are very close to each other. And I have seven grandkids. Let me show you. Okay, seven. Yes, six boys and just one girl. And mostly the kids which I taught them, and I've been working as a nanny for long, long time. And I've been more than 20 years here in UK, almost 23 years actually. And on all those years, I took care of lots of boys and girls, and always people is they are laughing because always I say just he. Don't worry, you can train your girls as well. Sorry about that, but as you can see, I got two boys plus six grandkids. It's too many boys, two brothers, one sister. I mean, well, hard to tell, you know. Oh, hi everyone. Thank you. I'm very glad. I have to tell you, I've been doing that with Karen with lots of love, and we've been spending long time to do this production for you of this toddler toilet training. And everything we do in Madre, inside of Madre, it's to help, and we love to help everyone. We always talk to everyone, isn't it, Karen? And I'm very excited. I'm like, oh, I want to answer the questions. That's what I love to do it,
Yeah.
and that's what makes me feel very happy. You ask, and then I answer, and then everything's sorted.
Yeah.
But we have to tell you a little bit more about this, and we're going to
Yeah.
start. I think.
So we just
Is there
wanted to.
anyone and anything else I forgot maybe,
No,
because
I
I
think
got
that's
too,
it.
too
Yeah.
excited.
We wanted to introduce ourselves, introduce the work that Madra does. As you probably seen our Instagram and our work, he has been totally towards kids, babies, toddlers, everything about from birth until they're 5 years old. We talk about it in our Instagram, in our page. We answer a lot of questions on our DMs. So if you have ever have any question, you can DM us as well. So that's what we do. We are here to help you. We are here to bring to you a light at the end of the tunnel, to be quite honest. Yeah, because I'm a mother of three, and I know how hard it is to know all of the things about baby world, toddler world. So that's what Madre is for. That's why she's here. She's here to bring you guys that little bit more, you know, to give you the little bit more. Yeah, and today we specially made this webinar is to talk about toddler toilet training. And it's quite funny because we say toddler toilet training in 7 days, which is completely possible, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
She's been doing this for many, many years. Like she said, she's got a son. Hello, Maria. She's got a son of 37 years old. So yeah, you can tell.
I have to tell you something here, Karen. When I have my first son, I struggle as well,
Yeah.
as most parents do. And that's when I start to work out how to put a routine inside of everything, because I work out very much inside of Madre, because we take kids from the beginning, very beginning, on the maternity
Even
work,
before birth, isn't it?
even before
Yeah.
birth. And I introduce routines on their lives, and then they have such a easy life, much quicker, everything very easy. And I just suffer, honestly, to be honest with you, with my first one. And he was an angel, I have to say. He was a very good boy, but then I said, I have to find out how to do that. And it's
Yeah.
been a long time. Oh my word.
So from all that experience, we can
Yes.
see that she knows what she's talking about. Everything that she will be bringing up to us here tonight is something that she has gone through herself. She has tested, she has done it, she has tried different ways, many different ways. Probably some didn't work.
Oh,
Most of
yes.
them did, and that's why she developed, and she came to understand how toddlers world works around
Yeah.
toilet training, isn't it? And we want to ask you a question: is how are you preparing your toddler for the toilet training, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. I first thing I think parents think they can't recognize the signs.
Yeah.
Karen, the signs is something you parents can't miss. They are there, and we're gonna talk about them in a bit.
Yeah, usually we don't see, we don't pay attention to signs. We don't know there are even signs to be watched, or that the child does bring us signs. So usually we get really lost when people speak about signs, like
Yeah,
what
first time parents actually, isn't
yeah.
it, Karen? They really suffer with that because they don't know the signs are there, and we have to watch the signs.
Yeah, and that leads to say to us as well, how us parents thinks that the toddler is not ready. Then, if I can't see any signs or this or that, then the toddler is not ready. That's the first thing. The second thing that comes to mind as well, isn't it?
Yes,
And
it's true.
how the child's communication becomes an obstacle for us parents as well.
Yes, it's true because the kids they don't know how to speak, and then the parents they can't understand the signs, and then the things go all together. So if you don't know the signs and your child not speaking it or has a speech delay, maybe it's gonna
Mm,
be much harder for you to understand, and that's why I
yeah.
think it's
My second son had speech delay. He only proper spoke like words, like proper words, when he was about 4 years old. And for me, that seemed like he was not the right time to toilet train, or it wasn't, I was doing something wrong, or I didn't know what to do properly. So that all together, it brings, yeah, it brings a cloud on our heads, isn't it?
yeah.
Not knowing if the child is ready, if there are any signs that the child is showing us. And that becomes, all of that becomes an obstacle. The communication between you
Yeah,
and your child as well
you
becomes
have to.
yeah, an obstacle.
Yes, it's a bit
And then we
hard.
said not enough time as well to
Yeah,
apply it, because a lot of parents do work.
work, and it's very hard for these parents to work and to have a little time, to do the toilet training. They find that very hard, and
Yeah, because we don't want to be there spending weeks and
in
weeks and
weeks
weeks
now,
and months toilet training your
even
child,
years.
even years
You
as well.
remember?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had some parents saying, "Well, I've been doing this for years," and that's pretty unfair, isn't it? It's pretty unfair
it's
on the
very
parents, because you
stressful.
have to work, you have to be in and out, you have your family, probably other kids to look after as well.
Absolutely.
So that's very unfair on us as well, that we don't have enough time to toilet train our toddlers, and we don't want that. And that brings as well the inconsistency
Oh
of us.
yes. Oh yes. I think consistency it works from the day one of your baby, because if you're consistent in your routine, if you're consistent in the things you do every day, you're gonna achieve all the things you want. Consistency is the first thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Would you say
Okay.
that routine is linked to being consistent
Yes,
as parents teaching the child?
absolutely. Yes.
So
It's
everything has to.
you have to be very consistent, and but you have to show your toddler how to do the things. Sometimes parents could think consistency means you have to be more hard or more tough on the kids. And it's not true. It's not true, is it? No, you have to be consistent every day, the same thing. And they're going to learn. They learn very quick. And everybody going to be happy very soon.
So would you say applying routine helps um helps the consistency, helps me be more consistent with the toilet training?
Absolutely, Karen. It's very important to be consistent. More you're consistent in doing your things. Like if you're gonna take your toddler to the toilet, you have to take to the toilet. You can't be around on the house. You have to maintain your consistency all the time because you're showing your toddler how to do it.
It's almost like you know what you're doing, isn't it? And you're showing them what you're doing.
Yes, that's the thing.
MK's got a question there. We're going to answer the questions a little bit more to the end because we had more than 50 questions.
Yes.
So we've got just a little time here, but at the end we have all the questions, and I will pick up on your questions as well. Whatever you've got to ask us, you can write down on the chat and we'll answer your questions. Okay?
Yes, that's true.
So
remember
understanding that we have to be consistent. That means the child will understand that he will be trained.
Yes,
right, because he doesn't know, isn't it? He doesn't know when to be trained.
Up to us to see the signs, to see if the child's prepared, and then if you apply your consistency on this case, it's going to work very, very well.
Yeah. And that leads as well to the, how would you say, the social pressure, like grandparents usually ask, why
parents suffer so much. Dear me, I feel so sorry for everyone, but come on. Every child is different, parents. If your child is 2 years old and not yet toilet trained, it's fine. I was seeing the question here about Pochi. If it's not toilet trained, it's fine. You have time. You're gonna do that. If grandparents and for partners as well, friends asking, don't take that in consideration.
When you go to school, isn't it? You have older siblings, and then you take them to school, and then that colleague at the gate, oh, have you done your potty train or your toilet train yet? And it's kind of like, it makes you feel a little bit bad, isn't it? It's like, oh
no,
yeah, he's 2.5 and I haven't done it yet. No, and they're like, oh really? You haven't done it yet? Oh dear.
But don't worry, you're gonna do that in 7 days. You will.
And another thing is as well, what I find for myself, and I know a lot of the girls here has that is the emotional attachment, isn't it? We don't want them to grow, do we?
You have to let the kids grow. Come on, let's do that. Carrie is a very good example. That's why I love to do lives with her, because the interaction is fantastic.
I have 3 boys. Yes, and they're all different ages, and I went through each phase so intensively.
Carrie's very attached.
Yes,
as you can see. Yes,
I've got a little one. He's just turned 2, and I'm like, oh, why is he not a baby anymore? And that's hard, even for me. That's Marjorie's daughter. That's hard. So I can't imagine. I'm with you guys.
That's good to let them grow. That's good to let them go to the next step. They have to discover the world. Let's do that for them. That's a good thing. We're teaching them how to discover life. That's important,
because eventually they will go to nursery, and they will have to be toilet trained. They will go to school and so on. So we kind of I think toilet training is a way of us to learn how to detach from them before they go to school or to nursery, isn't it?
It's a very good time. And for you, if you don't know, here in UK, they have a law, and it is when the child is 3 years old, if they're gonna go to nursery or preschool, as you want to call, they have to be toilet trained. Do you believe on that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's usually a very demanding thing. Yeah.
Normally, you can find schools, nurseries, preschool.
Usually, private
They
nurses they won't demand so much, isn't
they
it?
can't. They don't need to do. They fine, but we have to do that. It's good. Let's do
Yeah,
it. Yes, and we can do it. That's the best part.
that's the thing. Yeah, we can do it. Don't worry about it. We're here to help you and we're here to show you exactly what to do. And speaking about that, we're going to start to tell you a little bit more about the toddler toilet training, what
Yes.
to do, how to do it. And we've separated here a few little bits that Madge wants to talk to you about. First thing is the 3 signs.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Yes. Which one you want to talk first? Follow instructions. Okay. Let's see if it's a kind of you're gonna recognize the sign. Yeah, you have to recognize that because your toddler maybe can't speak. You're going to recognize that. If your toddler follow instructions as very simple things,
Like what?
if you play car with your toddler, you ask for your toddler, can you give me your car? And your toddler totally straight away give you the car. It's a sign. It's a very good sign.
Okay.
Another good instruction is, can you put the socks on? You give the
Mm,
socks. You don't help. You don't show. You nothing. You just watch. And then your toddler, you can put 2 3 times the socks together close to him for him to see. They learn a lot on the visual. They look at you, they watch you, and then they learn from that. That's what's important. Always speak to your toddler. It doesn't matter if your toddler don't speak. You will speak and watch out, and then toddler gonna start to assimilate that. So you're gonna put my socks on, put your socks, then you ask your toddler another time, can you put your socks on? And you're gonna watch. Doesn't matter if he puts anyway, if he managed to put the socks on, it's he's following instruction. That's perfect. If he's playing a ball and you ask, can you give me the ball? And he gives you the ball, he totally understands what you say. And why it's important, these instructions? Because it shows, if you ask him, do you need to go to the toilet? He will understand totally because they really think, aren't they? They can go to the toilet with you. That's why following instructions, it's good. And it's good as well, even for nursery, isn't it, Karen? Because when they treat, they have to go to nursery and they take out shoes and socks, and they have to know how to do that. They have to know how to dress them up. It's a very good way to teach them anyway. I always get something together, always do
yeah.
everything kind of. Yes,
So
it's
following simple instructions, isn't
very
it?
simple,
Because we
very
have to remember that they
simple.
are what, 2 years old, 3 years old.
Between two
So
and three,
yeah.
yes,
So
normally.
making sure that you ask them something simple, and they respond to that instruction. It's a sign that it's one of the signs that your
Yeah,
child is showing you that he's ready to be toilet trained.
absolutely, yes.
Okay,
Yes, like
lovely.
that. Very easy, don't complicate it. And let's talk about one more sign. Yes. Let's see. Oh, 5 minutes sitting down. That's a lovely one. I love this one. Do you know the 5 minutes sitting down? Why we have to teach our toddler to sit down for 5 minutes? How that's so important on the toilet training. It's so important. You can't miss this part. Why? The sitting down time, it's when you take your toddler to the toilet and put him there for 5 minutes if it's needed. Normally they do the wee wee or poo poo even before that time. And how you're going to do that? How you're going to train? Because for your toddler to learn, you have to teach. Then how you going to train your toddler to sit down for 5 minutes? Oh, my toddler is very active. He never going to sit down for 5 minutes. Yes, they do sit down for 5 minutes, even more than 5 minutes. And I can give you some good examples. First thing is try always to set a little time, these 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the afternoon, to sit down with your toddler. If your toddler stand up, you're going to be very patient. As you sit down and your toddler stands, normally, why they do that? They like to see the vision. Remember, they want to look inside of your eyes. That's why they normally stand up to be on your eye. Yes, Karen?
Mhm.
And then it's okay if he stands, but then you're going to bring him. You don't put him on your lap first thing. Don't do that, because otherwise, when you go to the toilet, when you introduce this toilet to toddler, he will want to sit on your lap. And that's what we don't need. You sit the toddler next to you. Even
So
when
you
you,
have that emotional detachment.
yes, you have to start to work on that. Remember?
Hmm.
You remember that, don't you, Karen? You have to sit the toddler close to you, next to you. So you're going to start reading story, do puzzles, play with something counting. It really depends on the stage, because every child are different. Play on the certain the proper stage your child is. Do the things with your child there where your child really gonna get involved.
It's going to get. He needs to get interested
He
in.
has to. You have to
Hmm.
make that. Reading is a fantastic
Yeah.
way. I teach in the other course we have since the baby's 3 months. You create this 5 minutes right back there when they're very young, because later on, when you have to use that, it's gonna be very successful,
Yeah.
isn't it? Then that's why the 5 minutes sitting down, it's important, because there is when you're going to teach your toddler without any trouble, any crying. You see lots of parents, don't you, Karen? My toddler, when we go there, I sit him down, he cries desperately. It's like, you don't need to. On our way to do the toilet training, they don't need to cry, not at all, because they're
Yeah.
going to get involved.
But it's a matter of doing things right from the beginning, isn't it? Because
Yes.
like we said, a lot of the times we don't know how to do this.
Yes.
We don't know it.
You
How are we supposed to know? We
don't
just
think
don't know it.
it's,
But so the following instructions, teaching your child how to follow instructions, and observing that he's or she's doing following the instructions, and then the 5 minutes sitting down. If he's able to sit down with you for 5 minutes calmly, right? Isn't
yes,
it?
calmly,
Calmly,
yes.
not playing around, not jumping around. So if the toddler is able to sit down with you, doesn't matter what age he is, if he's 1.5, start doing that from way before you want the
Yes,
toilet training to begin. So
yes,
that's one of the signs. Once he's doing that, he's following instructions, he's having the 5 minutes sitting down with you. So you've got two signs there that you're like, okay, so he's getting ready. This is good. Maybe this will work now, because it's working towards that. Another sign that we want to give you today is the difference between wet and dry. Sometimes we underestimate this, isn't it? But it's a really
yes.
good one.
Very, very important as well, as important as the other ones. Wet and dry, because you're gonna show your toddler later on. The toddler going to be wet if he does wee wee, and then he has to start to comparing when he's wet and when he's dry. Are you dry? When he's dry, we're gonna show you all your your happiness and everything. But how are you gonna show your toddler? I'm here to tell you how. Otherwise, I'm gonna give a lecture about that. Let me go back here. How are you gonna show your toddler the wet and dry difference. Go to the bath, show the water. They go to the bath every day. Doesn't matter if you give shower or bath or what you want. And tell, oh, you wet now. Look, this water, you wet, you wet. You keep saying
So that's the
the word,
communication.
yes, wet. So he will start to get in the picture of getting wet. What happens when he's wet? What's going on? I'm wet. Oh, yes. Then you start to show him his nappy. Your nappy is wet. Look, your nappy is wet. And then he's going to start to learn this step by step. That's what I want you to really understand, that you show first in the bath or brushing teeth or wet water. Oh, look, your hands are wet. Let's dry your hands. Yes, you take it out.
And
Oh,
you do the dry
it's
procedure.
dry. Look, it's not wet anymore. We think on ourselves. These signs are there, and they going to get the things very quick. You just, oh, I'm gonna tell him wet and dry and he going to understand. No, they're not an adults. They don't know, and it's up to us as parents to teach them. If they learn,
well,
if they learn, they will understand. If they don't learn, that's why the signs are very important. If they learned before, you're going to have a very, very good time doing your toilet training. It's up what you teach and how you teach your toddler. And wet and dry, it's always like that. You see, you're going to give water. If he drops on his t-shirt, oh, look, your t-shirt is wet. Wet. We need a dry t-shirt.
Oh,
now.
my little one hates being
It's amazing.
with the wet. I'm just watching for the signs now, okay? Because I'm going through with this with you.
Yes.
Because I'm just watching for the signs to see if my 2-year-old is ready. And when he has his t-shirt wet because he dripped water on it, he's like taking it off. He just takes it off. He doesn't want to have it. So I'm there communicating to him. Oh, are you wet? Now you wet? You want to take this off? Let's take this off because you want to be dry. So yeah. This is a way for us to understand that they need to understand the situation as well.
And did you recognize that sign? Like the kids, they don't like to be wet.
They don't, yeah.
If they get wet, it's a single drop.
Usually they don't, yeah.
They don't like that, do they?
Yeah.
No, they don't like it.
So it makes it even easier for us, isn't it?
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's very
easier for us.
We don't think on that thing when we toilet training them, but if you pay attention,
it's a sign, yeah.
Yes, if you pay attention when they got even a little drop in the t-shirt, they start they don't speak or anything, but they showing you they don't like to be wet. Then you show them nappy is wet. You see, we have to change.
Then you change to the nappy situation.
The dry one. You're gonna change. You see, you're gonna show step by step. Your toddler gonna get the picture of that.
Yeah.
That's why some toddlers they go through more quicker than the other ones. And that's it.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
It irritates them when they are wet. Who likes to be wet, isn't it? No. When we go out in London and we get pouring down our faces, we don't like that, do we?
I don't. I really don't like to be wet.
Yeah, it's terrible. So we can completely understand them, isn't it? So that's great. We talked about 3 signs.
Are you girls, everyone there happy with the signs?
Everyone enjoying the signs?
Yes.
You can write to us here on the chat.
Yes, write down there so we know. It's very important. It's going to help you a lot, these signs.
Don't underestimate the signs that your kids gives you. And about the questions again, we will answer your questions. I've seen we've got quite a few questions here. Chloe, thank you so much for being here, Chloe. We saw Chloe yesterday out of lives as well that we were doing.
Yes.
So so you can write your questions, and at the end when we're doing the question and answers, we will go back to the questions here and answer you as well.
Yeah.
You're important, so we really appreciate that you're here. And if
you don't want to write down your question, you always can direct message us because we answer everybody there.
Yeah. So the 3 signs we have spoken here are following instructions, simple instructions. Um, let's put your shoes on, or take your shoes. Take your ball. Can you give me the ball? So simple instructions, simple things that you ask your toddler, and he's able to respond. We're not saying he's able to talk back, but he's able to give you the ball, or he's able to put the shoes back. So simple instructions, follow instructions. Second sign is 5 minutes sitting down. So if your toddler is able to sit down with you nicely, read a book calmly, if he's there for 5 minutes, then he's showing you a sign that he's able to go to the loo and sit down in the toilet seat for 5 minutes without being upset or without wanting to get up. So 5 minutes sitting down is an important sign to watch.
Yeah.
And the last one was the difference between wet and dry, understanding them, sensorial, isn't it?
Yes.
Making them understand how wet feels and how dry feels, and what and that shows as well they've got an option, isn't it, if they want to be wet or if they want to be dry. So the three signs: follow instructions, 5 minutes sitting down, and the difference between wet and dry. And that's only three signs that we talked about here.
There
Okay,
is more.
now we want to talk about another thing that's very important, something that it comes up to us every single day when we talk about toddler toilet training. It's a little bit worrying because we don't want that to happen this often, but it does happen. And that's one of the big reasons why
Yeah.
we're here, to talk to you about regressions.
Yeah.
So, Madrid, tell us first, what is a regression? When does it happen? Why does it happen? What is it?
Okay. Let's talk a bit now about this regression. It's so many different kinds of regressions your toddler can have, but let's give roughly an examples here for you. Uh, when they recuse, they don't want to go to the toilet anymore. You potty train them or you toilet train them. One day you want to take them, they say, no, I don't want to go anymore. And parents, they feel very, very stressful about that. And they can't get the picture what's going on and why the toddler is doing this, it's so many reasons, it's so many different things. That's why always I tell parents, talk to your kids, because the only way to know what's going on, it is by speaking to them, trying to grab from them what is really bothering them. I had many cases, I can tell you so many cases. One child did stop doing poo poo and wee wee, had a regression period because the parent gave him uh, pants, red pants. He didn't like that red pants, and then he got so upset. And it
Oh,
was
bless.
one. We were talking
Oh,
about
bless.
one single red pants. It's
Yeah.
their way, it's their wish. And then he got like so sad, so upset at that moment, because what is a little thing for us, for the toddlers, for the kids, for children, it's a big, ginormous thing. It's so different, the way they see things. It's like it's just one red pants were there, nothing else. I'm telling you, because I was there
Oh,
at the end. I managed to find out what was wrong,
what
but
was
then
bothering me? Yeah.
it it
Wow.
how in the whole
How
world
would you, yeah.
you're gonna think it's one single pant gonna be, but some things upset them, and it's up to us, because if they don't speak even, we have to do the reading. That's what I say to parents: do the reading of your child. And how you're going to do the reading, you have to know your child. And if you work, it's okay, your child stays in the nursery, you're going to talk to the nursery. Let's go through what happened on that day. Any situation maybe got him upset, and if friends say something, they're very sensitive, isn't it, Karen? It's like we have to watch out what's going on, what's bothering this toddler to get to the point to know what a regression is. But on this, many, many other things, example, what?
Okay, let me just understand here. So a regression is once you've started doing the toilet training,
Yeah.
the child has managed to go to the toilet eventually for a wee wee or for a poo poo, and then suddenly he stops.
Yes.
So that's what a regression exactly means, right?
Yes, that's what
And
we.
then you telling us, so we have to be aware of the surroundings, something must have happened or something upset the child, or so the regression doesn't just happen for a natural reason for their, okay, so something must have happened.
And a
Okay.
regression is when the child is potty trained or toilet trained, as you did, and the toddler just start to wee wee or start to poo poo many times,
Hmm.
very frequently, and or refuse to go. He doesn't want to go to the toilet anymore. It's a regression. It is a regression.
So
And
whenever he
what I
refuses.
see, Karen, which I want to tell you, as you a mom, and you know, because Karen, she teaches on our programs as well. But for the moms, they don't know, and even the first time moms or the second ones as well, because so many things to do is we the most
Common.
a common thing, really, the kids get very confused and don't understand because their understand is very limited yet. They are between
Limited,
two,
yeah.
yeah, limit, sorry. Yes, between 2 and 3, they start to sorting out this, getting out of the babish phase to go to the next phase. It is like they do. Uh, I want to tell you something. Hold on, guys. It's I just missed the point.
So okay,
No, no,
so
it's the when the parents put the nappy back on the
the
child,
confusion, the
the
child gets confused.
confusion of maybe you have to rush. And what I seen on all those years, it's something you should never do it. If your toddler start to go to the toilet training process, and if you put an nappy on daytime on your toddler gonna get very confused. Oh, but just to go outside for an hour doesn't matter. They don't understand. It's
Yeah.
gonna be so confusing for them. That's when I see they got more regressions, and like I can't even tell you how
Okay,
much
so
it
the
happens.
most common reasons why the child does go through regressions is because of the nappy. Because we tend to put the nappy back
Yeah.
on wherever we need. So that's not something that it should happen. Once you start the toilet training, you have to go through all the phases. You have to go until the end. So it's not about because it's convenient for you, you go back to the nappy. No, once you start, you carry on. And then there are the few things as well that causes
Oh
regressions,
yes,
like,
if they moving
yeah,
house, or
any
if they,
sudden changes like moving
yes,
houses.
yes, if they swapping nurseries as well, isn't it, Karen?
Yeah.
Or something
New baby
new sibling.
similars, yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh, they get very upset on that time
Yeah.
because they think the new one gonna take the attention from the parents, and he not gonna get attention. Then he wants to get attention. Then when it's start the regression, doing wee wees and poo poos very often as well. Yes.
Yes. So it's not sudden. Divorce, separation as well, if
Oh
the
yes,
family
that's
is
really
going through a difficult
yes,
time.
yes, because they feel they
Yeah.
cannot understand, but they feel.
Yeah.
Yes. What
And
else?
another thing that we want to talk about, which is very important, and I want you to pay attention here, which is for this, if you realized that in our program we talk about toddler toilet training. It's not something that we talk about potty training. We don't talk a lot about that. It's interesting because it's the method that Madre has. Do you have anything to say about that? Or
Oh, yes, because what I found out in this long time which I've been teaching kids to go before I used the potty, of course, and it I found the kids got very confused and
mm,
very upset because they start in the potty and then we have to move them to the toilet later on. Uh, since they start develop this seat for the
toilet.
toilet seat.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You just go straight to the toilet. You don't have to do the process twice. Once in the potty, another time to the into the toilet. It's much easier, much quicker. It's so like, isn't it, Karen?
Yeah.
It's really nice, and the kids like flashing the toilet.
And they see the similarities as well, isn't it?
Yes,
Because we go to the toilet and then we
that's
bring them to the toilet.
yeah,
We don't use the potty, which is almost a new item for them, isn't it?
yes,
You're doing the potty. It's nothing particular that we do toilet training. It's just that Madre has through her method, she has realized that you're just doing the job once, you're not doing it twice.
no
Because
need.
when you're doing potty training and then toilet training, eventually you're going to have to move on from the potty. Eventually you're going to have to let go of the potty and then do the toilet training when he's bigger. Okay, he might the child might be bigger and understand a lot more, but you're still going to have to go through some kind of training again.
Again.
So it's I did with my kids as well, and I understand that toilet training, it's a lot easier to do the process than potty and then toilet. That's you might be wondering, just wanted to clear that out as well,
Yeah, yeah.
why we do toilet training instead of potty training, which is very common. The potty training is very common until today. Until today, we hear a lot about potty training, and that's. But over here, we want to make your life easier. We want to make you understand that we have to make things easier, and we have to make things easier for you, moms, for us. How are we going to do that?
Absolutely.
And
And
understanding that it's super possible, isn't it?
absolutely,
Toilet
yes.
training in 7 days,
It's
isn't it?
totally
And
possible.
it's about applying the right techniques as well, because a lot of the times what we do is we do the toilet training, but we don't know exactly what we're doing, isn't it? And I know it sounds a little bit too good to be true, isn't it? We do the toilet training in 7 days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes,
Yes, we do.
yes. We do. But then again, it's almost like a teamwork. It's all a preparation work. It's all step by step. It's a program. It's something that you have to work together. It's not just magically happens,
No.
isn't it? And well, I'm myself, I'm a little bit like you. Like I said, I'm a mother of three. I have my struggles as well. And when when I trained my kids, was, oh mom, I'm just about to go through again on the third time. It's stressful. It's so stressful. And the regressions as well. We don't want to have the regressions. We don't want to do anything wrong in case that happens. And after so many years living this, and mom, after so many years having experiencing this with the toilet training and seeing so much frustration
A
and
lot.
unsuccess, actually we actually developed this program, this webinar, because a mother came to us and she was in desperate
Yes, she
need of
was.
something that would help her. And we decided, okay, if she's asking, there might be another people. When we opened
Oh
the
my word.
curtain, it went crazy. It's just mothers
Oh,
from everywhere. It started coming to us, saying what they wanted, and we saw that we needed a solution. You needed a solution. for that. And it's almost like a straightforward instruction. You need something that's gonna tell you what to do, a step by step, to toilet train your toddler. And I felt that difficulty as well when I when my mom didn't have this program, when she didn't had this webinar to come and speak to us and go through all the steps and everything. And a lot of things as well, like we said, it's a lack of time. A lot of us work away from home. We have to leave our kids and toddlers at the nursery, or we have to leave with grandparents.
Oh,
So
nice.
or nannies. Yeah, so a lot of the times it's a lack of time as well. And just life happening itself as well, isn't it? Like we just said, having a baby or having to move house.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't always work like like magic. It has to. It's difficult. And we felt these mothers were always asking for help, and that's when we wanted to help you solve the problems. Um, we found a way to change that by bringing to you these informations.
Oh, yes.
And until we started to implement specific schedules, like you said before, isn't it?
like
Schedules are so important.
Very important.
Consistent routines, yes, and adapting family's life as well, because everyone is working a lot, moms, dads, and everything. Watching the signals. We talked about watching the signals and having the parent and the toddler prepared beforehand, like we just said as well. So that's very important. That's something we need to understand, how the whole process of toilet train begins, even before we began, if you know what I mean. So the whole toilet training, it begins a lot before than the day that we take them to the toilet. It doesn't just happen on the day.
No.
Yeah. And some parents train their kids, like do the signals and this 5 minutes sitting down, like months before, isn't it?
Oh, months before, yes, absolutely. Like I told you, the reading part, we can start when they're very young. You're never going to have a problem later on if you teach a little one from back there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why we're sharing here with you. A lot of the toilet training can be done in 7 days if you have all the tools, all the things that you need to have in your power to have that done 7 days, done and dusted. No regressions, no hanging on to the toilet training for weeks, months, even years, which breaks my heart.
It
really breaks my heart. And after putting so many years, isn't it, into practice and working out how to do it, what's the best thing to do it, and seeing great results as well, isn't it? A lot of kids. When was the last one you trained?
3 months ago.
It wasn't long ago. I remember she was saying
just now.
And it was how was that?
Very, very nice and easy. Very nice and
because
easy.
you knew exactly what ways, what step, what to do, when to do, what it needed to be done before, what it needed to be done at certain times, isn't it?
Yes, that's why.
Yeah,
it works very well if you are very consistent and you follow the whole steps.
Yeah, and normally we do things, like we said, we do things without even knowing. It's almost like we think we know what to do and we know how to do it, but really it's not really like that, isn't it?
Step by step, very on place, isn't it?
Yeah, and then we have this. We know what to do. We know they have to go to the toilet, but where do I start?
Yeah,
like how do I start? What do I do with that? Like what?
And you keep trying. Then when the kids, the toddlers, get very stressed with the whole situation, and it's something,
and it limits us as well as parents, isn't it? Because it limits the toddlers as well to their own achievements. They won't be able to develop as well as they should. Not being able to go out of the house as well, like we get stuck a bit, isn't it? That okay, we can't go for a 4 hour drive because the toddler needs to go to the toilet in between. That's something that
Yeah.
holds us back. Or we can't
Yes.
go Christmas now. We can't go to grandparents' house and stay there for the weekend because the kids is just being toilet trained. So it's hard, isn't it? And that's why this method, the toddler toilet training, gives you the right steps to toilet train your toddler. And it has no fancy tricks. It
No.
has no crazy bribes. We've seen crazy stuff going on to convince the child that he needs to go to the toilet. You know, it just makes you believe in yourself.
That's
That's what
it.
it is. And it just makes you get it done and for all.
Yeah.
That's it. It just makes you have the security to go, have it done, 7 days, preparation, 7 days, done. Fully toilet trained without having to
Absolutely.
go through the toilet training once, twice, 3 times,
Oh no,
regressions
no need.
and regressions after
No need.
regressions
No
and
need.
all of that, isn't it?
No need. Yeah.
And without having to be upset as well, because we do get
Yeah.
upset with and the social pressure without, oh, haven't you started? Yes, we have, but we haven't been successful yet. Oh, really? Why is that? Like, I've done it before, it's fine, it's easy. Like, no, totally not. From friends and from
No.
family as well. So yeah.
We don't need that
um
way.
yeah, so what we wanted to tell you about, it's something about the toilet training has to follow steps.
Yes.
Okay, it's not a 3 day done thing. All right, because what I've seen on the internet, and I browse a lot, when we come and bring you something, it's because we've seen what's been out there and what we can come and give to you that's different from what you've learned so far, and something that's going to work. All right, something that's it's going to make you do it and get it done. That's it. That's the thing. And what I've been seeing a lot is there's this 3 day done thing. um you get your toddler to be toilet trained and you use crazy bribes and crazy
Oh dear.
rewards and stuff. um it doesn't happen like that. Okay,
No.
you have to have a structure. You have to have a step by step, a toilet training to be successful. Like we just said, it has to have a before, a during, and an
And
after.
after.
It doesn't just go like this and 3 day and your toddler. A 3 day program is not a fully toilet trained toddler. Okay,
No.
that's why we say 7 days, because we don't want to be unfair to you. And then you're going to be asking yourself, oh, why haven't I been able to do my my toddler toilet training in 3 days? Because that's not how it goes. That's not how to do it. The child brain doesn't work like that.
No.
You can't get it done in 3 days. Possibly other things you could, like dummies or other things that we do.
Oh yes,
We
yes.
do train, isn't it?
Yes.
Then we have these other ebooks, other programs that we do, other things, but not toilet trained. If it's physiological, they need time to adapt to go to the toilet and to be potty trained or toilet trained. It's not something that you want them to do, they will do it. Just like we just said, put your shoes in there and they'll have it done. No, it's not like that.
No.
You need to have a step by step, a day by day program thing to work on for yourself. That's why I have prepared here something for you to show you. Let me see if I can. I can't show you through there, so I'm going to try to show you something that we have prepared for you. Let me see if I can share with you. Just one moment.
Oh.
There you go. Yep, we can see. That's why we've prepared a program, a whole program, because the truth is we could be here 4 hours
Oh
and we
yes.
have been here for 1 hour already.
I mean, no way. Already?
Teresa, yes, we have been here for 59 minutes. Yes, we're going to have a replay of this video for sure. If you're inside the WhatsApp group, you're going to have it played to you again. So we can be here for 4 hours, give you a lot more things that we can give you. We have here to make you toilet train your child in 7 days, but it's not going to be possible. And what I have for you, it's the toddler toilet training course. We have prepared this for you. And inside this course, we have an online course platform. Okay. It's a 4-module, step by step, day by day. Like I just said, I could be here telling you for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Your brain, yourself, will not remember all the things that you need to remember. You won't be able to apply all the techniques.
This step
by step in here for 4 hours. You wouldn't be able to do it. It's too much.
Yes.
I do courses and courses, and I watch a live. It just goes out of my mind in a minute. Soon as I switch off, it's gone. But if I have a program that tells me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, what day to do it, it's different. It's totally different. And that's why I have here the toddler toilet training course, a whole course that we have developed for you. Okay, we've been talking about the toddler toilet training over our Instagram for days now. There's so much content there that you can watch live. It's free, it's there. I have there on this inside this training course. I've just seen the questions. We will answer your questions in a minute. Okay. Yeah. We have so many questions still that we want to answer. So it's an online course platform. Okay. It's an online, you can watch wherever you want, from wherever you are, whatever country you are, whatever time you have, when the toddler is sleeping, when he's having his nap or anything. It's a 4-module, step by step, day by day. And you have a thank you bonus as well. So we have prepared something extra than just the training, just the toilet training.
Yes.
And we have a WhatsApp support group as well, in case you have more questions, because that's what it is. We have questions.
Oh, yes,
we want to know everything
and
about.
We want to answer you. That's what we want. Yes.
First part of the full module is the difference between potty and toilet train. We talked about it here a little bit, but it's a lot more. Yes. Like I said, 1 hour is not enough. Yeah. I wish we had more hours here with you. But when to start the toilet training? When do we start? Is it when the child is 2 years old, or when the child is 2.5? When the child is 3? So we have a when to do it. You can see there the 8 signs. We managed to tell you 3 signs here. 3 important signs.
Very important.
Inside this platform, we have 8 signs, and 2 of them are the most important ones. The 2 very last ones are the very important ones. So over there, you have a lot more signs to follow. Like I said, we could be here for 4 hours. You wouldn't pick up on the 8 signs. We could just talk about the 8 signs. You wouldn't pick them up. No, it's too much for you guys to get all at once. Okay. How to encourage your toddler? Okay, just give him a little praise, a little well done. No, it's not like that. It's a lot more to that. When we recorded this course, I was amazed, and I'm with her every day, and I was amazed. I was like, wow, I should be doing that. Like, I have to apply that to my little one now. So it's a lot more to that. And still on the first, like I just said, on the first module is still the 8 signs your toddler. The ones we just talked about here was the follow instructions, dry nappy for more than 2 hours, and 5 minutes sitting down. So they're just the 3 ones we talked about. It's inside there, and a few more. Excuse me. The second part we have is, what will you need to start the toilet training? Okay. Most of the time, we just think we need a toilet seat. No, we need a little bit more than that. It's nothing major. It's nothing, you don't need a whole fancy stuff, but we need a few items that Madrid talks about inside this program.
Very practical.
A little bit more practical, simple things that you can gather. But it has more there. Introducing the toilet to your toddler, we think it's just bringing them there, but no, it's actually a whole introduction. Okay, the difference between wet and dry, it's a different subject than what we talked about here, but yeah, how to start the toilet training. So how this is a preparation for you parents. Okay, this is not even the whole start of the course.
Not
It's
yet.
a preparation for you. The second part, it's for you to get yourself ready. And there, I've seen someone talked about having twins and how to do it with twins. We have a whole topic there just about how to toilet train your twins or triplets. So twins and triplets and more, you have there how to do it. It's quite specific. I was amazed. I was like, okay, I'm not having any more kids, but wow, this is a lot of information. Hygiene, so how to keep yourself and your toddler safe, being hygienic and everything. This is my favorite bit, the third part. The four module has the third part is putting all into action. And that's when I said to you, it's a day by day because we have it there. Okay. Majid talks about what to do on day one. It's not simple, guys. We think it's just taking the kid to the toilet. No, it's not like that. It's got a schedule, it's got a day by day thing. You have to do it the right way. If you want to do the toddler toilet training in 7 days, you have to follow steps.
Yes.
You have to follow the instructions. It's not just taking the kids there to the toilet and have it regression later on and having once, twice, 3 times training them again and having them refusing. That's not what we're looking for here. We are doing putting into action day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 and onwards. How does that work? How am I going to do on day 1? Okay, I did it. I didn't do it properly. What to do? Oh, let me just send them a message on the support group. Madre, I missed day 1 and I went back on day 2. What to do? We'll be there. Okay, you do this, you do that. That's exactly what we're doing with a day by day, step by step. We're not just saying here, okay, guys, we're telling you that it's a program that has to be followed, something that you need to do that you makes you understand how to toilet train your child. Okay, on fourth parts, and this one is quite a lot of things as well. We've got nap times, what to do on nap times, how to do it
before nap, after nap time. It's very important.
Before nap time, after nap time. Do we have to watch for signs? Yeah. Do we have to follow some instructions? Yes. Nighttime, the same thing. Nighttime is not the whole world of toilet training. It's when we talk about how to toilet train your child at nighttime. We could do a whole program just talking about nighttime toddler toilet training.
Yes, because
Isn't it?
It is another step. We want the mothers and everyone to understand. You train your toddler first to the daytime, not nighttime. It's not possible to do the two of them together because the toddler, physiologically saying, not ready.
Yeah.
They're not ready. You have really to do this toddler toilet training for the day, and then later on you're going to apply. But even inside of the nighttime subject there, I gave you lots of tips and how you're going to learn, how to going to apply and everything. But we're going to talk a lot about the nighttime training as well. Yes.
Yeah. So, and then we've got bedwetting, common, usually happens to all of us. How to do it, how to deal with them, how to make them happen less and less and less. Okay. Lifting at 10 p.m. Is it something that we still use? Have you heard about lifting at 10 p.m.? I think back in your time, they used to do that quite a lot as well, isn't it? Do we still do that or don't we? So we've got some topics talking about that. Regressions. We have a whole thing about regressions. It's a lot more than just how we spoke here.
Yeah.
Okay. We have regressions talked about in this program in how to deal in very specific way. Okay, constipation, sometimes we tend to ignore the fact
Yes.
that kids has a lot of constipation. Why does that happen? How to deal with that? Okay, so in this topic it's very interesting that if your toddler has constipation, you're going to learn a lot in there, and how to deal with it, how to make it better for them to use the loo, to go to have some good bowel movements and stuff.
Yes.
Treats, brides, and rewards. Do we still do that? How to do that? When does it work? Doesn't it? When does it work? So it's a lot more to that. And then the end, we've got the thank you bonus. What is the thank you bonus that we have prepared for you? So we talked here about the toddler training, toddler toilet training, but we wanted to bring you something different. Okay,
Yes.
since we're talking about toddler, we have this whole new thing for them as well, which is food. Some of them love food, some of them don't, right? But with this bonus, Madre has brought a 3-course meal recipe, since it's Christmas as well, isn't it?
Yes.
We can be cooking for our kids.
And
Usually,
by the way, I like to cook. Huh? I know how to cook delicious things for the
yes,
toddler.
she is
They
an expert
love it.
of making food for kids, all
I
right?
love that.
Don't ask her to cook for adults,
No.
Christmas dinners and
No.
stuff. But I don't know why. Kids just loves her food. It's amazing, guys. You wouldn't believe it.
It's a little bit of love inside. Yes, it
You would be surprised. So she has prepared the 3-course meal recipe inside this program, just as a bonus to say thank you and how we appreciate you being here with us, and understanding how all this program works and everything. And it's a 3-course meal. She has the recipes and everything. You can cook them together, or you can cook them separately. It's simple since it's for toddler. It's no time consuming, so it's really nice, nutritious, and it's yeah, she's really healthy cooker for kids. So
Oh,
yes, that's something that we have for you there. Let me just go back to where we were.
Oh, we finished with slides?
Yeah, we finished with the slides. So that's everything that we have. Like I said, the webinar here itself, we've been here for 1 hour and 12 minutes. It's not enough time, guys, to give you everything that we have to give.
And you can see why I have Karen here. Karen speaks very fast.
I'm a fastest speaker.
Oh, yes, because I could be here for 4 hours and not say the half of the things she
and
say.
Mom gets carried away as well when she starts talking about toddlers and stuff.
I love
it? But that's what I wanted to say. Why this program, why this course is so great. It's a step-by-step for you to follow. It's something on your own time, okay? When you're ready, when you see your toddler is ready, it's got the preparation stage, so you know what to do before you even start, because you don't want to just get the parachute, drop it on your kid's head and tell them what to do. No, you want to prepare your toddler. You want to prepare your family. You want to prepare yourself.
Oh, it's
okay?
Important.
Not to be frustrated, not to be upset. Enjoy it. Have a good time. That's what we prepared this course, this program for you for. Is for that. And you can do it on your convenient time, and enjoy the stage that you and your toddler will go through together as well. That's the important. That's the important thing. Yes,
it's very important.
Another important thing that I wanted to talk about is about SEND. Okay, it's a special educational needs and difficulties children. Okay, we have been asked a lot from a lot of parents about if we do toilet training for special needs and difficulties for children. This program works for them, okay, because it's a whole thing. It tells you what to do, how to do it, and everything. It's a complete program, okay. But we wanted to go a step forward. We want to go a mile ahead to offer you, okay. What we have prepared is, it's a special group where if you have a child that has autism or any type of
Special needs.
special needs, you're going to be included in that group. You just get in contact with us. If you are inside our WhatsApp group, you can contact us with our message there. Contact us. We will add you into that group. Okay. And in that group, you have how to do with depending, because with the difficulties and the needs, every child is even more different. Okay.
Yes.
Because they have the different stages and the different ages as well, so we want to be very attentive to that. Okay, not just teach the toddler how to go to the toilet, but it's the special needed toddler or kid or any age to do that as well. Okay. Considering their disability, considering their age and everything. So I thought it was a very good chance for us to speak to you about that. Okay. If you are interested in this program, if you are interested in getting yourself this course, okay, on this platform that we have prepared for you, it's available for you. If you are inside the WhatsApp group, I'll be sending you the link there. Okay. This course alone around on the internet, where we have seen, where we have been looking and to gain information and to gain some kind of comparison to, this course alone, with not even half of the things that we have put it inside here, okay, it's £199. Okay, this course cost £199 out there on the internet if you went to buy it today, but we're not selling for that price.
No.
Okay, we're not giving you that course for that price. We have put a lot of effort, a lot of time in there, but we have been put the cost to £29, £29.97. Okay, so this program that I've just showed you, the whole thing together, it will have the value of £29.97. If you're willing to buy, you just gonna get your link there on the WhatsApp group. If you're inside there with us, you're gonna get your link. We've got a guarantee of 7 days, which is you can watch it. If you like it, you keep watching, and that's the course for you there, available for you for as long as you need. If you don't, a 7 days guarantee, we give you your money back. It's totally fair. It's totally we're totally happy to do that, because we believe that the course is good. It's going to work for you. It's going to make you toilet train your toddler in 7 days if you follow all the steps, the preparation, the action, the 1 day, day 1, 2, 3. If you contact us at the support group as well, tell us about your difficulties, it's going to work. That's why we have thought about, since it's Christmas as well, we want to sell you something, we want to give you something.
Yes.
That's why we are doing this cost for £29.97 on this course, because we don't want to charge you for something that's not going to work. Okay. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be publishing this course again at this price. That's the thing. Okay, because for the amount of information, the amount of instruction, the amount of things that you have inside there, it's worth a lot more. So next time that we do publish this course again, it's not going to be for £29.97. Okay, it's going to have a lot higher price, because it is worth it. But I want to bring to you guys here this course now for this price, for you to have it done by Christmas, around Christmas, after Christmas, wherever you want, whenever you want, but to make sure that you have it at this price, because next time it won't be like this. Okay, it won't be this price, you won't have this cost, because it's worth a lot more than this. Okay, we have the questions and answers that we wanted to bring you. Let me put on the screens, because it has been so many of them. Okay, I missed one there, but it's okay. After I read some of them here, which you was answered to our questionnaires, I will read the ones that are on the screen. Okay, so quickly, Mother, just tell us how to start the toilet training.
Oh, how are you going to start the toilet training? About talking with your child, talking to your toddler, and respect your toddler, the age and everything.
Age is very
Very
important.
important.
Signals.
Signals are
Yeah.
very important.
Madrid, daughter poos whilst eating her meal.
Do you want to know why they do that? Because we have to teach them to do the poo poo before. Some could be some regression. I don't know if, by the way, the question is there, but it's up to you. You're gonna teach as an adult. If you are constipated, you go to the doctor. What the doctor gonna tell you? You have to go to the loo every day at the same time.
Yeah.
You're gonna teach your body how to get prepared to do the poo poo. That's what happens. Yeah. Okay. But I have these questions anyway when we're gonna be sending.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, WhatsApp. Let me see. Just I need to know the best techniques for toilet training. I also want to know how to handle toilet training when going outside of the house. If, example, long walks in the pram or mum and baby classes.
You're gonna do the course. It's like so quick, isn't it? It's so like in the course as well. I teach you very nicely how to do that. It's very practical. It's nothing. You're gonna on the third day, you're gonna go out with your child, and everything's gonna be fine because your child going to start to answer you back, and it's not a big deal. They learn, and they will tell you when they need to go to the toilet. You're going to prepare them. Remember?
It's all about preparation, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Just generally how to get my toddler interested in potty training. Her schedule is not regular as she suffers from some constipation. How do I even get started?
Yes. If your child is constipated, you're gonna work out on the diet. Yes. You work out on the diet, what you give your child, the amount you give your child, what is better not to get constipated. And then from there, you're going to establish the times your child gonna go to the loo every day in the same time. So this kind of things not gonna happen. And why I'm telling you that? Because we have so many cases of constipation, and how you're going to do with your child if your child is constipated all the time. It's all about what they eat. We have to work out on the diet.
So it's mostly about the food and the diet,
Yes,
and
the
then
veggies they
routines.
eat and the all fruits they eat. We can work out the movement of the balls just with food.
Okay, we haven't started yet, but because her speech is delayed, I don't know if she's ready.
What we spoke early in the webinar was about that. When you ask for something, your child got
It's the
this
instructions, isn't it? The
instruction.
signals.
Yes, it's a signal. You have to understand, do the reading of your child.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just see. The child is not telling us when they need to go to the toilet after almost a year of toilet training, and therefore a child still gets accidents.
Oh, yes. Let me see here. They're not telling you because you didn't prepare your child to tell you. Your child, if you talk to your child, talk, talk, talk. Remember, 3 talks. Talk, talk, talk all the time. They will tell you because they know you expecting that.
I have tried different things, example sticker charts, toys, books, but my child is interested at beginning, but then gets bored.
They don't get bored because it's a necessity. if they have to go to the loo, they go there, they sit down, they do wee, go, finish. They're gonna be happy to do that and go. And the poo poo as well, the same thing. They do that, go, let's go.
I asked toddlers where wee poo goes and goes. He can tell me toilet, but then a few minutes later he will do it in nappy.
Then I have to tell you, I heard the word nappy when you
Yeah.
potty train or toilet training your toddler. Now, once we say goodbye to the nappy, we don't put nappy back. He will be going and be doing the poo poo and wee wees in the nappy. Yes, because the nappy is there.
The nappy's still there,
Yeah,
isn't it? We
and
have
then
to say goodbye to the nappy
yeah,
girls.
and if you say goodbye, it's much easier for you and for the toddler as
Yeah.
well.
Let's answer some of the questions here as well. My son has just turned 2 years old and he can just about tell me he has done wee wee and poo poo. He gets shy when I ask him if he has done it a poo. I bought a seat to put on the top of the toilet seat. That's quite
Fantastic.
natural, isn't it, for them to
Yes.
be shy?
Yes, they feel shy. But you know why I found out the
But then she
kids.
says he got very scared, probably of the toilet seat.
But that's just for the moment. But you have to do the whole
Yeah.
presentation, the whole introduction,
Mm.
because everything is new, isn't it? You have to do that. But what I want to tell you, let me see here. Can you just tell me? Uh, oh, he gets shy. Yes, you know why? Because we have to show them. Normally, as a parent, what we do is they do we take out and throw away. They do poo poo, we take it out and throw away.
Yeah.
They have to understand this world. They have to understand what they're doing. That's why lots of kids got scared about poo poo because they never seen that. Did you show that to them? No, we don't show to them. They don't know. And then we ask them to go to the potty or go to the loo to sit down in the toilet, isn't it, Karen?
Yeah.
They don't understand what's going on because they never saw a poo poo. And normally, when they see it the first time, they're like so scared.
Yeah.
Yes, show
My
them. That's a good thing to do. Yeah.
Another one. My son was running to tell me when he wants to poo and he didn't have any accidents. He was still peeing his pants, though, but we've moved houses and he isn't coming again, whether for poo or pee. We
Yeah.
did talk a little bit
Yeah.
about this, isn't it?
That's amazing because when you do these big changes, they don't feel confident. They lose the security of the old house. And it's gonna take, that's why I always say to moms, isn't it, Karen? Do that even way before moving or really after
Yeah.
moving and get your child getting used with the house, used with the new things till we start to do the toilet training with them.
27-month-old boy sits on potty for poo but refuses to move his pants when on potty. Doesn't tell me when he pees. How do I encourage him? Is he not ready?
Well, we have to watch out for more signs because, as you can see, he's not ready because he feels like the nappy belongs on there in the button. Yes, and we have to show him where the nappy gonna go because we're gonna show him bye bye nappy.
Yeah.
Yes. There any more questions there? We're answering the questions
My son,
on the
my
chart.
son always cry every time I get him to sit on the potty. He would rather climb or close the potty. Oh, bless him.
Yeah, so that's why I don't use potty anymore. I found they don't like to be sitting on the potty. The way is not very comfy. That's why we have to take a step forward to the toilet, and the 5 minutes, it's what works very well on these cases.
My twin don't like going to the toilet in nursery. The teacher will put him on the toilet, but they won't do anything.
Yes, normally you're gonna see that as well later on when they after 5 years old, they don't do poo-poo at school. You're rarely gonna find a child who does poo-poo at school, isn't it,
Yeah.
Karen? We've been watching that a lot. They don't feel that it's their place, their house, the place where they should do. That's why they don't do. And it's absolutely fine. What you're gonna do, you're gonna teach your toddler to poo poo before nursery or poo poo after nursery. Then he's not gonna suffer.
No. My daughter, 20 months old, understands every instruction I give to her. Tells me she has done wee or poo. I have been trying to toilet train her, but maybe I haven't been consistent as you mentioned.
Yeah, could be. Yes, yes. If they done 20 months, fantastic.
Yeah,
Yes.
good work.
I
Good on
have,
you.
yes, I have kids who they do go to the uh, uh toilet training very early as well. It really depends. Every child is different, you know. We can't ask.
Yeah. I have been training my daughter for almost a year, and she still does not tell me when she needs to go to the toilet unless I prompt her. Without prompting, she just has an accident in pants.
Of course, let me
Yeah.
tell you why, Mom. Because she didn't learn from you back there. Just I gonna go to the toilet, you know. That's why the fully toilet training is needed, because she gonna no not even gonna tell you she needs to go when you see she's already there.
Yeah.
Or if she needs help, she will call you, because they, you know, their arms are pretty short, they can't wipe the bottom and things. And then you're gonna hear, Mom, I did poo poo. They call just Mom, and then you have to run there at that doing poo poo.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay, that's all done for tonight.
Oh,
We had over
finished.
50 questions to answer. That's why we were rushing a little bit on the
Yeah.
questions.
As you can see, Karen always rush.
Yes, so thank you so much for being
Lovely.
here. We really appreciate your presence. We really want to thank you. And we hope to see you guys soon.
Oh, yes.
You
Thank
can
you.
keep yourself tuned on our Instagram. Like we said, we always doing lives there. We always have a lot of information, a lot of things about toddler, babies, and everything. Okay, so I hope you have taken some good, positive signs and lessons and information here tonight. Okay, we would love to stay here for another hour, 2 hours, and give you more, but unfortunately, it's almost 10, since 10:30 now. It's quite late. She has worked, mom has worked the whole day, you know, so it's as much as we can give you here tonight. Okay, we really hope that you have taken good positive stuff from us. Okay,
Absolutely.
we're here to help you. We're here to make your life, your toddler, have a more understanding of how this toddler works and everything. All right, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Big kisses.
Thank you, everyone.
And
Thank you.
take
It
care
was
for yourselves.
lovely.
Thank you for being here.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.